do is be with you, always be the light things on you.
Had expectations is what I'm saying, and it didn't exceed the expectations or meet it in the way that you wanted it to, right? So I think I finished watching this show like a few months ago. I finished watching, and just like that, for those of you who don't know, it's basically a spin-off or like a reboot, whatever you want to call it, of Sex in the City. And honestly, listen, people are saying it's bad, people are saying it's good. For me personally, I'm very indifferent about the show. I think the show is okay with what it changes per se. I don't think it's perfect, but the things they change, fine. The things they keep, fine. But there are just some nitpicks I have. Like the way that they changed Miranda is not okay. She went from being like this cool lawyer, or not lawyer, like, well, yeah, she worked at a law firm. She went from being this cool, like, wise ass who worked at a law firm to being this, basically this, like, oh my god, like how Carrie was in the first few seasons about everything. And it's kind of irritating, right? And then you have Carrie. Now, Carrie, she changed because, whatchamacallit, she's still like this famous girl now. She used to be like a sex columnist, and she was just getting her footing out in that type of world. But now that she's famous, it's like she doesn't have to try as hard, and you can kind of see it in her character that she doesn't really try as hard anymore. And she literally went from being like a very sex positive girl to like now having problems with saying the word vagina. It's like the weirdest thing ever, and she gets everyone fired. Like, if you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, if you haven't, then you haven't. But I thought that was dumb. And then you have Charlotte, who goes from, I mean, she's always been like this ditzy, kind of like, oh, I'm a rich girl and I used to be a model. Okay, so basically, I was saying that Charlotte used to be a model, right? And she advertises that and everything else in the new show. But like, her in the original show, so much better and so much more fun. Like, she was still like this valley girl who lived in the city and who was like obviously had more money than her friends, but she never tried to like flaunt it. It was kind of more like, I'm a rich girl and I have friends and I'm not a bad person. I can't help it if I'm beautiful. It was kind of like that. Like, very ditzy, very doesn't know what she's talking about, but you admire her because, like, she's adorable, right? But in this version, she's, like, very much Karen, very much, I'm gonna call the manager, very much, oh, my husband works here, and I do this, and you're gonna do what I tell you to do because I'm rich and I wear this and do that, right? And even with her kids are annoying as fuck. Very privileged. Very, like, her kid, Lily, that she adopted, first of all, she was like, hey mom, I'm gonna give you an example because this is basically what happens. She goes, hey mom, I want a keyboard, right? And her rich mother goes, no, you can't have it. This little bitch, this little girl goes ahead and sells all of her clothes that is in her closet for this fucking keyboard, right? She goes and sells all of her clothes, and when her mom is like, hey, you sold your clothes. Why? She's like, I wanted this keyboard, right? Whatever. And then her mom goes out of her way to basically get the clothes. Whatever. And then Samantha is not even in it anymore. And then they try to make, like, I don't have a problem with Seema. I really like her character. I know a lot of people don't like Seema's character. But I like Seema's character. But clearly she'll never be, what's her name? Kim Cattrall. She'll never be a Samantha. And that's not like any shade towards her or anything like that. Because I love the actress too. I just think that it doesn't work. Okay, now, like 2 more things I wanted to mention. The only reason why I'm not posting this on TikTok is because like my blanket keeps slipping. Okay, and I don't have any bra, and I don't have a bra on, and I will be mortified. Okay. Anyways, so basically, another thing I want to talk about is Big, and like what happened with him. I feel like they could have handled that a bit better. I understand that the reason why they got rid of his character was because of some allegations, and like he didn't do some very nice things. Like I think he like sexually assaulted somebody. So like I understand that they booted off his character, but for them to kill him off, like that was kind of unnecessary. And what's crazy is that they treat his character with more respect than the people who actually died in real life. I forgot the guy's name. I don't want to be disrespectful, but there's like a character in the show from the original that like is in a relationship with Anthony, I think. And in real life, he dies, right? I forgot how he died. I think he had something going on with him. But they treat that as like, oh yeah, the asshole moved away to China or some shit like that, right? And I'm like, why would you... That doesn't make any sense. Why would you say that Big actually died when his actor didn't die? He just did some very fucked up things in real life. But then we'll turn around and be like, hey, this person that actually died in real life, we're gonna say that he like ditched everybody. And now we're gonna make him into an asshole character. The math isn't mathing. And then for Samantha, Kim Cattrall, they go to explain why she didn't come back. Because we all know why she didn't come back. She didn't come back because she didn't agree with like the shit that was going on. And you also have to understand that Sarah Jessica Parker like makes half of the fucking decisions on the show. So they basically, their excuse for Samantha not being there is, oh, I hired her on as my publicist and I didn't like the way she was doing things, and so I fired her as a publicist, and then she fired me as a friend, which makes no sense for Samantha's character. She would never do that, first of all. If anything, Samantha would kick a whole... Listen, Samantha would to the curb before she would ever kick her girls to the curb. Like, you know what I mean? So that didn't really make sense to me for her character. I didn't really like the way they handled it. Okay, yeah, I have to re-record because I said something crazy, so I deleted the other one. Anyways, so it was very dumb for them to really get rid of her character, especially when we didn't really get much of a closure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just thought it was stupid, okay, guys? But anyways, talking about Che's character, didn't like Che. Thought they were dumb, thought they were very rude to Samantha for no reason. Not Samantha, oh my god. To Miranda for no reason, right? Miranda didn't deserve that. I mean, she kind of did, but she kind of didn't. And then don't even get me started on her kid. We already talked about Lily, the girl who sold her piano. I mean, not her piano. The girl who sold her clothes for that freaking piano that she wanted. Anyways, so Brady, Miranda's son, is an asshole. Don't like him, think he's dumb. He has like one moment where he's like not an asshole, but then it quickly gets erased. Like it never happened. Like who cares? He's not a good person. Look at my hair. Oh my god, look at my hair. Anyways, but yeah, like I think the show isn't what it used to be. Obviously, because it's a reboot of Sex and the City. But like, not only are the people fucked up now, but now they have rich people problems that I don't care about. Because they're all rich now, by the way. Whereas in the original, they were just getting by, and they were just 4 girls, you know. But now there's only 3 of them, and all 3 of them are fucking privileged as hell, and you can't relate to their problems. Secondly, sex is barely in it. You get sex like maybe in the second season, and barely. I think there is sex in the first season, but like not as much. It's mainly like heavy petting and other shit. And then when you do get to the sex scenes in season 2, very lackluster, very boring. It's not giving. Maybe it's because I've watched Bridgerton, so my standards are high with the sex scenes now. Because I watched Bridgerton and it's like, oh my god. So the sex is not sexing for me. It's not sexy. It's very awkward to watch the sex scenes too. It's not fun. The men, very clueless, very much don't understand that their women are weird and that they make. Yeah, the men don't understand that their women are making weird decisions. They're kind of just there, which I don't mind. Like, I like the men in the show because they're like supportive or whatever. We love a supportive man. I just don't like how fucking clueless they are and fucking teddy bearish they are and soft. It's like, bro, like, maybe like bring your girl back to reality with her first world problems. I don't know. Maybe don't encourage that stupid shit. I don't know. Just an idea. Another thing I have. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? The environment is not even fun anymore. Like, it's literally called Sex in the City. And the city looks boring as hell now. It doesn't look as fun as it was in the early 2000s. It's not like, oh my god, we want to experience the city with these girls. The city is not fun anymore. It's giving boring. It's giving nobody cares when they walk on the street anymore. Like, literally, there were scenes in the original show where Carrie would walk on the street with her friends and they would wear like specific outfits. And they were very fashion forward. And even girls will stare at them like, oh my god, they look beautiful. Nobody stares at them anymore. Like, I don't know if it's because they're fucking old. Like, I don't want to age shame or anything like that, because I don't think that's it. I think it's the fact that they're not trying. Like, you could be super old and be like really stylish. Like I said, Seema, like the new girl in the show, Seema, she's like supposed to be like a Samantha replacement, which doesn't work. But she's very stylish and like very like fashion forward, and she always looks good on screen. So why Carrie, the main character, isn't looking good anymore? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm watching YouTube on my PS4. That's why my TV made that noise. Why am I watching YouTube on my PS4? It's because I'm doing something. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm downloading something. Anyways, so yeah, I just think that's dumb. The city isn't fun anymore. There's really nothing else to talk about. They need to fix it. They need to either fix the show, cancel it, or do it the way that they did it in the original. I know you can't really bring back the awesomeness. Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is long. One more thing, and then I promise I'm done. I know you can't bring back the spark of the early 2000s. That shit is gone. It's 2024. I understand that. And you also have to understand that people my age are watching the show now. Like, I feel, because I know what they're thinking. I know the producers are thinking, oh my god, the people of the 90s are watching the show. But you also have to understand that there are people like me that were born in 2000. I was born in September 10th of 2000. You also have to understand that people my age are also watching the show because we enjoy the original show. We enjoy watching the original Sex in the City. Why? Because we're fucking young adults. Why wouldn't we enjoy watching a show about 4 girls and their sex lives and their friendship lives? Like, fucking Dodoy. Like, use your brain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it that your demographic is mainly people who grew up in the 90s and they're like, oh my god, we want to watch it again. Listen, when I first watched, y'all have to understand that Sex in the City came out years ago. I first watched, I'm 24 now. I first started watching Sex in the City on the E! Network when I was like 16. I first watched Sex in the City when I was 16 years old. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 8 fucking years. 8 years. Y'all had years. Years. Y'all had years to fix it. And you know what's crazy? I feel like it would have been better too had they not tried to bring in a replacement for Samantha. If you wanted to just do those 3 girls and Kim Cattrall wasn't gonna come back, let it be that. They could have fixed a lot. They could have kept Big alive and made him go somewhere, addressed the other person's actual fucking death instead of making him seem like an asshole. Don't bring Kim Cattrall back at all. Don't even mention her. Mention her, but don't even bring her back if she does not want to come back. Because what was the point? Make Miranda again. Because now she just looks like a fucking idiot. And a bubbly idiot. And her character is not like that at all. Don't make Charlotte... Okay, I'm sorry, it cut off. Don't make Charlotte a Karen. Right? Yeah, don't make Miranda an idiot. Don't make Charlotte a Karen. And don't make Carrie just there. Because it seems like Carrie is just there now. She's like sucking up everybody else's problems. Anyways, yeah, sorry. I put my hair in a ponytail now and I turned the light on. And yeah. But that's it. I don't know if I'm going to post this on TikTok or on YouTube. But if I post this on YouTube or TikTok, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. That's literally where I'm at all times. I love you guys just so much. Bye!